How has AI changed experimentation over time?
Yeah, if you look at the past, I think there has been two big waves in the end. The machine learning wave, which started around 2016, so we started to see some machine learning, algorithm coming out, and then the generative AI wave, which really kicked off in 2022. And so, if you look at the machine learning phase, I think AI helped, removed some key bottlenecks like you know, finding the right users to target with AI targeting, for instance, or allocating traffic to the best variant. And we saw multi-arm bandit, contextual bandit, being released there, and analyzing results as well. You don't have to use generative AI to analyze to some extent some results. Some machine learning can do that as well for you. And so they have all been designed to some extent to help teams optimize, I would say, faster and adapt in real time, right? And then there has been the generative AI wave, and that changed everything there. We saw the rise of content generation, to quickly create some copy variations. Because at the beginning, I think models were, only good at this, to be honest. So many vendors, outside of the experimentation world, started to include content generation. If you go to Notion, you had, generate that content for me. I want something more fun, blah blah blah. So you started to see this kind of features being released in any tool. Then AI assistant as well started to pop up. Often RAG based. They help answer any question, interpret results, or support users inside the platform. So that was 1 year later, and more recently, especially at the end of 2023, things are still accelerating so much. I mean, with GPT-4o, it was a new paradigm and new model. Like again, GPT-4 changed what people thought. Even was even possible, and suddenly, vibe coding became a mainstream like 9 months ago. Vibe coding became mainstream there. And I mean, if you look at experimentation, uh, it changes everything as well, because it means that you can turn any idea into a running experiment just by prompting an AI. And that's why at Camelot we released prompt-based experimentation, so that anyone in the organization, HR, finance, product manager, could directly come up with an idea. I want to improve that there. You provide that prompt to an AI, and then the AI will come up with variation and an experiment that you can directly test in minutes and not anymore in a sprint or two sprints, depending on your organization velocity.
So let's take a step by step on some of these for people now that we got the broad stroke of how things go, right? In the beginning, we use AI to improve targeting. Can you say a little bit more about this? Is this about AI selectively showing which person gets which experience, or how do you use AI correctly in targeting?
Yeah, so AI targeting. So the main purpose of AI targeting is to predict, what you will do, right? So let's say you browse a website, the AI is fully capable to give you a score, which is a kind of conversion intent, like what is your likelihood to convert. And so with AI targeting, we kind of try to replicate what a sales does. When someone enters a shop, a good sales will understand if you are about to buy or not, depending on how you are dressed, how you move in the shop, what kind of products you look at, and so on. The sales will score you. And so we try to reproduce that behavior on the web. So as soon as a visitor lands on a website, and depending on what you do, what you consult, and so on, the AI will score you, and then customers can use that directly to target the right users instead of creating a segment manually. You will just use the score which is provided by the AI. So it changes everything in terms of at the configure stage, where you set up the segment you want to target with that experiment. Well, you don't do that anymore. You just use the score from the AI. It's very similar to multi-hand bandit or contextual bandit, but the role or the purpose is a little bit different.